available, contact Stacy. I can use Lawler or Stacy. I need a valet. Where's the number?
I think I said need a valet.
Valet services, yeah, call Stacy. Jerry Lawler, Sean Stasiak need not apply. Yeah.
Neither of them.
Where's he go?
Wow.
That was Vic Grimes back there.
Yeah, and Baldo checking it out. Yeah, so Stacy, that's interesting. Let's go back. Look at more of the Bad Street match from last week in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Don't forget, explosive match still to come here in this ring just minutes from now. Back to Jonesboro. And we want to continue it, too, because what ended up happening was Baldo came in, interfered. Michael P.S. Hayes got handcuffed to the rope, and it became a 3-on-1 situation. Look at Randy. Now, Randy had a real tough night over there, as he was worked over pretty bad, as we just saw a moment ago. But in a 3-on-1 situation, that's where they ended up. All of a sudden, here comes a little help.
It's Ugly Ed Johnson.
Yeah, Ugly Ed from K-Fine. He comes to the rescue, unhandcuffs Michael P.S. Hayes, and that makes it a little more even.
Yeah, a little P.S., I guess you could say, from Michael Hayes. He's putting it to Boy Tony right there. Going after Boy Tony. Back to the back they're fighting there through the crowd there at the Earl Bell Community Center.
It was a packed house.
Jonesboro was rocking.
Coming back to Jonesboro, March 6th. All you fans in that area, make your plans for all the marbles in Jonesboro on the 6th. And you will see more action, a lot like this. Oh, my goodness. Took him right down to the mat. There's the count of 3.
Michael Hayes and Brandon Baxter got the big victory over in Jonesboro.
Speaking of Brandon Baxter, Michael P.S. Hayes has sent in an interview. It arrived on my desk by FedEx earlier this week. And Michael has asked that I bring Brandon out while we play the interview. So Brandon Baxter, if you or if anybody in the back can see Brandon, come on out. And let's hear what Michael P.S. Hayes has to say. Here he is. The Freebird himself, Michael Hayes, has sent in this interview, Brandon. Well, Michael sent this interview in to me, and he asked that you be here while it was played. So if it's all right with you, monitor right here. Fans, here's Michael Hayes.
Hey, everybody, you know who I am, Michael P.S. Hayes. And before I say what I've got to say, I want to tell everybody that jam-packed the New Daisy Theater last Friday night. Thank you. And Jonesboro, Arkansas knew it'd been far too long since we rock and rolled, and we put the biggest crowd in Jonesboro ever. You understand what I'm saying? Ever. But I asked Dave Brown to give me some time because, Dave, I wanted you to bring that man out there that is standing by you now. And, of course, I'm talking about Brandon Baxter. You see, Brandon, I think it's very important that I explain a couple of things to you. Now, you know, Memphis, Tennessee, and this whole area is very special to Michael P.S. Hayes. See, from the King Jerry Lawler to superstar Bill Dundee to the great Jackie Fargo and my main man, Handsome Jimmy, the Memphis area has seen legends, but mark my words, they have never seen anybody that can jam-pack an arena just like that. Except Michael P.S. Hayes and the Fabulous Freebirds. And you know, it never mattered whether it was Sweet Home Alabama or we were listening to that Free Bird song. Once a week, we knew we'd have to deal with the fact that Tuesday would be gone. And give me back my bullets. Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies. Trust me, Jack, we found out the hard way. The poison whiskey will ruin your mind. But in and 79, we left Memphis, Tennessee, and went to Louisiana and had the big feud with the late, great Junkyard Dog. But when we left Louisiana town, that's right, we headed for Hotlanta. We touched it, turned it on, and we burned it down. The next stop was Texas, and we kicked down the door. That's where we met Jimmy Jam Garvin, and that's when he became number 4. Are you catching what I'm talking about, Brandon? Because see, last week, I got on to you because that night in Memphis, you were in awe just because you were Michael Hayes' partner. That is not what we're looking for, Brandon. I told you had to do unto others before they do unto you, and that's exactly what you did last Saturday night in Jonesboro, Arkansas, when you busted Randy Hales open. Didn't it feel good? Didn't it feel real good? I whooped Randy Hales like he owed me money. Matter of fact, I think he still does owe me money. The point is, Brandon, told you before, I'll tell you again. You don't act bad, you have to be bad. You have to take your life into your own hands. Don't wait on anybody, because you've got it inside of you. Now, I told you before, anytime you need Michael P.S. Hayes, you pick up that phone, because you will not be alone. And nobody's ever going to know exactly when I'm coming back. But I will be back. But remember this, it ain't no rumor. It's a well-known fact. I'll drop anybody where they stand. Just like that.
Michael P.S. Hayes with words of encouragement and actually some orders there for Brandon Baxter.
You know, I guess Michael's kind of holding me to some pretty high standards. The Freebirds have run roughshod over the whole wrestling industry, and I guess, you know, he wants me to maybe carry on the Freebird name. I don't really know, but I know
the attitude, I think.
The attitude and everything. And Michael Hayes, you said I was in awe of you in Memphis, and I was. You know, everybody had to be in awe of Michael Hayes, but I promise you this, Michael Hayes, Brandon Baxter in Memphis, Tennessee will make you proud, and that's a promise.
One more thing. Michael said every time you're out here, play the music. Play the music. Brandon Baxter with the words from Michael Hayes. We'll be back with more of the Power Hour coming up right after this. There's Stacy again, putting up more posters. Wait a minute, what is that? That's Randy Hales out there with her.
You know what? I'm the owner, founder, and president. I don't have a valet. I would love to have you with me. That would be great. That would be great.
Hey, you nuts. I wouldn't have you.
Come on, Stacy. Hang over here. What I hear? What I hear? What'd you say? Look at this. You want to be somebody's valet? What about